So, I don't know how you all did with these characters, but this is the scorecard that I got. Kenny defended his son in the drugstore. I talked him down from ignoring his son's fate. I killed his son so he didn't have to, but he was lost trying to save Krista. Katja, who had zero personality whatsoever, I attempted to give her... I gave her food? Really? Oh, that's right. I attempted to give her food so she could look after Peter Parker. Got it. Found Duck. Water. She shot herself when she faced her son's death. Oh, God. Good old Larry. I loved you so much, Larry. I trusted him with your axe. Despite his... that was good, because I felt like, despite him being mad at me, Larry would have, like, at least done the right thing for the group, if not for himself. I tried to revive him, but then he died in the meat locker. Interestingly enough, Lily was never seen again. Omid, being the most boring person whatsoever, while slightly funny, really had, like, not a lot of personality. He actually looks like one of my original bosses. He looks like a guy I used to know, Adrian, who also kind of had dead eyes. Separated after the cross at the sign. Ben, being a miserable old fuck, he didn't get a lot of, look, he didn't get, like, anything. Oh, gosh. Ben was dropped from the bell tower. She was killed by Lily. Carly, that is, the news reporter. I saved her life. I agreed to tell her about the past. She was killed by Lily. I revealed my bite to Krista. Wait, I did it twice. I told to find a boat and meet you. Asked her and Omid to take care of Clementine. Doug Walker told him he was a strange guy. You weren't wrong. Found him your third brother. Died when Walker's attacked the drugstore. Poor old Duck. Argued that he was not bitten back in Macon. I let him be my sidekick, my Robin. But I shot him before he could turn. Before he could become the Red Hood. And that is The Walking Dead. No time left, and that is the end of the game. I know I have... Ooh, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking over the music, so it won't match the copyright music. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Okay, we're back. This is mostly towards the end of the thingy. Yeah. So there we go. Copyright 2012. Telltale Inc. I claim no responsibility for that music that they used in their own damn game. Ooh. She's on her own now. And apparently she's in the Windows Vista background. Desktop background, that is. Or the Windows background, that is. The Green Hill. You know, that thing. Guess you didn't find Omid and Christy, did you? Guess you're all by yourself. Don't you turn that gun on yourself, Missy. I see you being introspective. What will you do now? What will you do now? Big old giant bullets. The heck? People? Omid and Christy. Who knows what they are? Do you dare find out? What will you do, Clementine? If you open yourself up to people... Oh. Shit. Well then. That's spooky as hell. And that, my friends, is The Walking Dead. My flippin' goodness. Let me look at my stats really quick. Ah, okay, just those, okay. Alright, well, I could do this special thing, possibly where Clementine gets to meet people, but to be honest, I'm really satisfied with where that is. Like, I'm really satisfied with where that left off. That was really good. I know they do a second season of The Walking Dead. I believe Clementine herself is the star of the show in that one. But I've heard through various sources that it is not nearly as well done as this one. But I might give it a chance, at the very least, just to laugh at it if it is not as good as this quality, as this game. I could do the 400 days thing. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide whether or not I do that. I might If I ever decide to do The Walking Dead Part 2, before I do that, I'll do the 400 days thing here, but I feel like that's a good enough ending for me. I'm really pleased with that. I really am. And I feel like I need to kind of emotionally step back down a little bit because my God, am I sweaty and teary-eyed from that. That was real intense. So of them all, at the very end, it was only Omid and Krista, the most recent joining of our party, who managed to survive, which is very interesting. I'm shocked, honestly. Well, aside from Clementine, of course, but you know what I mean. I really, really, really didn't expect Kenny to go that way. That was incredible that he would do that kind of self-sacrifice. I think he must have just gotten tired of fucking up, and he wanted to do something right. And I don't even know if he knew that Krista was pregnant or not, but the signs were definitely there. And that was very interesting. I'm glad that we got to have that moment with Molly, too. That hug. And that encounter with the stranger, man. Whoever the hell he was. That random guy that we just happened to mess with just enough to tip him over the edge. That felt just alive. That was wonderful. And this was a wonderful game. And I hope that I've done a semi-decent job of commentating The Walking Dead. As always, if you are so inclined, please feel free to subscribe if you have not already. Share the videos so people can enjoy them as well. Anything like that. If you have any suggestions, maybe for what I didn't do particularly well with this game that maybe I could apply to other games, I am always more than happy to listen to opinions, because it's really you guys that get to watch and enjoy these videos. It's not so much me, you know. I mean, I get enjoyment out of doing them, but if there's any particular, like if you would, I don't even know what kind of stuff you guys would want to see, but I hope I did a really good job with this one. I feel like I did for the most part. There were a few parts where I was quite quiet, but I feel like with this game, this is one of those games where you really need to absorb what's happening. Like, if I just talked the whole entire time, I felt like I would have missed something very important, and then I would have bumbled around or not gotten as deep into the characters and motivations that I would have. And actually, this is one of the games that I feel I did particularly well on focusing with. I know sometimes I have a hard time focusing on games because, again, it is quite hard to commentate and focus on playing a game very well. Doing those two things at the same time takes quite a bit of mental flexibility. And I know that sometimes I sacrifice gameplay for commentary, but I feel like in this instance I had a fairly good equal shake for both. It's quite hard, actually, to do this kind of stuff right off the fly, especially when you have these emotional decisions to make real snappy fast, and then people who are watching it go, that's not what I would have done, why are you doing it this way? Explain yourself, you know what I mean? So I feel like, particularly with this one, I really needed to walk you through my mindset, even if we necessarily didn't agree on who should live and who should die and what decisions we make. But that is the wonderful thing about The Walking Dead. Everybody's playthrough is going to be different, and I hope I did a respectable playthrough, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And even if you don't agree with what I did, that you at least enjoyed seeing a scenario that you otherwise might not have. You know what I mean? And I know I got a little emotional there, being like, fuck you, do this, blah, 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 shoot him, drop him, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, in this kind of game, I feel like it's okay to let your emotions kind of run wild, because it's an emotional experience, you know what I mean? It really, really is. Really is. And I think I'm done. I don't particularly want to do the 400 days thing. I mean, I could, and I would be really upset to disappoint you guys. But, I wonder what this is. I really wonder what this is. Is this her at the end killing those two people? I don't know. Does she join this group of people and then it's like a little fucked up gas station journey? I don't know. I don't know, and I don't particularly care, because I feel like as much as I like Clementine and as much as it would be interesting to see her growth and development and how she interacts with not only a strange zombie world, but a strange adult world, because she's still a kid. And I mean, when you're a kid, adults and their motivations are very odd and don't quite make sense to you, especially in this situation. So I feel like having Lee die is really the end of it for me, because Lee is the one that I could really relate to. I got in Lee's head real good, and his character, and as much as I do like Clementine, and I could probably get myself into her head, I don't think it would be very easy to do. I don't have that kind of ability to just switch like that. I don't know. And it's not even an age and gender thing. I think it's mostly just that I've been spending so much time with Lee and his background and his decisions that doing anybody else at this point would be, at least right now, would be very, very, very difficult for me. So, everybody. Whew. That ending, though. I thought it was just going to be crazy when she saw her parents, but she had to see her parents and her adoptive father, Lee, die right in front of her, man. That's some cold-hearted shit right there. That really is. But either way, I hope you all got some entertainment, or at least some, not entertainment, but more of an interesting perspective on this game. And I hope you enjoyed my commentary, and I hope you enjoyed the project. And until the next one, everybody, I've been the Invisible Gunslinger #1, and you've been my wonderful audience. Thank you for watching all of these with me. I really appreciate you guys giving me the time of day to watch these and care and comment about them. It really means a lot. Even if you guys only watch one video, it helps a lot. So, until the next time, everybody, I've been what I said, the Invisible Gunslinger #1, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ta for now.